In this video, we're going over the new top 5 meta loadouts here in Black Ops 6. I will be going over both 5 as well as gunfighter class setups. Let's get into it. For class setup number 1, we're taking a look at the XM4. Definitely a meta AR, but it could be considered underrated now considering the fact that the AMX and the Kilo exist. Now for the optic, we are going to be rolling with the Kepler Microflex. Clean, simple, easy to use. Definitely a worthwhile attachment. For the muzzle, we're going to be running the suppressor, keeping us off the minimap when firing. For the barrel, in order to give us the fastest and most consistent time to kill, we are going to be rocking the reinforced barrel to improve more damage range as well as bullet velocity. Definitely a great attachment. For the underbarrel, in order to bump up more horizontal recoil control, we are going to be running the vertical foregrip. For the magazine, the extended mag 1 option is great, giving us a healthy 45 rounds. For the rear grip on all assault rifles, I highly recommend putting on the commando grip, which is going to be improving that aim down sight speed, jumping sprint to fire speed altogether, and more jumping aim down sight speed. For the stock, we are going to be using the infiltrator stock so we can jump up that aim walking movement speed so we can walk around aim down sight, ready to win each and every gunfight. And then finally, for the fire mods, I highly recommend putting on the recoil springs to further smooth out that recoil pattern, improving that horizontal recoil control and vertical recoil control. Definitely a mandatory attachment with the XM4. Once you go ahead and build this class setup, you're going to be very happy because we are going to have an assault rifle that is going to have a respectable sprint out speed, ADS, aim walking movement speed, as well as controllable recoil. Definitely one of the more underrated ARs in the entire game. Just because the AMX and the Kilo are in the game right now doesn't mean you should completely forget about the XM4, because as you can see here, very easy to control recoil, and this weapon does have a fast TTK. You can put in some serious work with this. And by the way, if you need help leveling up your weapons, Criminal Mods has your weapon leveling covered. They offer services such as max leveling all of your weapons, as well as unlocking camo challenges all the way up to Dark Matter. So for cheap, reliable, and fast Black Ops 6 services on all platforms, you can use my discount code EARS to save 5% off at Criminal Mods. Link is going to be at the top of the description. Now, if you only want to run the 5 attachment loadout, what you are going to have to do is remove the extended mag 1 choice, the infiltrator stock, as well as the recoil springs. This is still going to be a solid assault rifle, because as you can see, the handling is still nice. We're not going to have as fast aim walking movement speed, but the recoil control is still going to be there. We are going to be dealing with an AR that is going to be easy to use at any and all ranges and offering a really fast TTK. So definitely give the XM4 a try if you completely forgot about this assault rifle. For class setup number 2, we're taking a look at the C9. Definitely a rock solid submachine gun. We don't need to run an optic. The iron sights are amazing on this SMG. For the muzzle, we absolutely must equip the compensator, which is going to be bumping up additional vertical recoil control. We are going to need it. For the barrel, we are going to be using the long barrel to give us improved damage range, so we can have the fastest and most consistent time to kill with this submachine gun. For the underbarrel, I highly recommend putting on the Ranger foregrip to improve both horizontal recoil control and sprinting movement speed. We are going to be running and gunning with this SMG. For the magazine, you do have 2 choices here. You can either rock the extended mag 2 option, giving us a healthy 50 rounds, or if you want to deal some more damage, the C9 10mm auto 30 round mag is also a great choice, which is going to be bumping up additional damage range, bullet velocity, as well as damage altogether. Both these options are fantastic. It just depends on if you want more ammo or if you want to deal additional damage. I'm going to go with some more ammo. For the rear grip, we are going to be running the ergonomic grip on every single submachine gun. This is going to be a great choice, giving us improved dive to fire speed, slide to fire speed, aim down sight speed, and jumping aim down sight speed. For the stock, we are going to be running the infiltrator stock so we can walk around aim down sight a lot faster. And finally, for the laser, we are going to be utilizing the target laser, which is going to be improving that aim auto sway delay as well as aim walking steadiness. Definitely a great attachment to run if you want to be a lot more accurate at longer ranges. For the fire mod, there are going to be 2 options here. You can pick whatever you feel you need on your setup. You can either go ahead and put on the parabellum over pressured rounds to improve bullet velocity, or you can rock recoil springs to give you a lot more recoil control at longer ranges. If it was me personally, I'm going to go with the recoil springs to make sure this SMG is as easy to use as possible. Once you go ahead and build this 8 attachment loadout, you are going to be very happy because we do have a C9 setup that's going to have a fast sprint out, ADS, aim walking movement speed, as well as really controllable recoil and a fast time to kill. I highly recommend going ahead and checking out this submachine gun if you're looking to dominate lobbies at close and medium ranges. Now, for the 5 attachment loadout, what you are going to have to do is remove the infiltrator stock, the target laser, as well as the recoil springs. This is overall going to be a very basic C9 loadout that is still going to be packing a serious punch and offer really good recoil control. As you can see, we do have great sprint out, ADS, and walking movement speed isn't going to be the fastest, but the recoil control is still going to be there. There's going to be a great build to run if you would rather rock 5 attachments with additional perks, or go ahead and run more streaks. You can't go wrong with this setup, and I highly recommend going ahead and checking it out. For class setup number 3, we are taking a look at the Model L. Definitely an underrated assault rifle. It's still part of the meta, just that many people are running it because of the Kilo as well as the AMAX. For the optic, we are going to be running the Kepler Microflex, but if you don't like the way that this feels with this assault rifle, go ahead and rock the V Reflex. Both of these are great choices. Now, for the muzzle, we are going to roll with the suppressor. For the barrel, we are going to be running with the long barrel. For the underbarrel, the vertical foregrip is going to be the best choice with this assault rifle. For the magazine, I highly recommend putting on the extended mag 2 option. 50 rounds are going to be great with this AR. It's going to be one of the few assault rifles we can get away with rocking the extended mag 2 choice. For the rear grip on all ARs, again, we are going to run the commando grip. For the stock, the infiltrator stock is going to be your best option, as well as the fire mods. We are going to be running recoil springs. I highly recommend going ahead and taking a look at this 8 attachment Model L setup, because we are going to have an assault rifle that is going to have a great sprint out speed, ADS, and walking movement speed, which is lightning fast, as well as controllable recoil. I highly recommend checking this out because it can outgun a lot of the AMAX as well as Kilo 1-for-1 users. As you can see, we have 50 rounds at disposal, and we are capable of getting 3-shot kills. This is exactly why the model is so effective. And honestly, I don't know why people are not running it, because it is super easy to use and it is incredibly consistent. Now, for the 5 attachment setup, what you are going to have to do is remove the extended mag 2, the infiltrator stock, as well as the recoil springs. This is going to be a very basic model setup, but it's going to be similar to the XM4, but a little bit more controllable in my personal opinion. ADS is great, sprint out is great, as well as that aim walking movement speed. It isn't the fastest, but again, we're not running an attachment to increase that. But as you can see, we are going to have great recoil control, and we're going to have a high damage assault rifle as well that can get 3-shot kills to the head. Definitely go ahead and take a look at this. The Model L is something you should not sleep on, and again, it's a good weapon to use if you want to play against other AMAX as well as Kilo 1-for-1 users. For class setup number 4, we're taking a look at the JACKAL PDW. This is like everybody's favorite SMG to use if they're trying to sweat as hard as they possibly can. We don't need to run an optic. The iron sights on this are amazing. For the muzzle, I highly recommend putting on the compensator to bump up more vertical recoil control. The ported compensator is also a good choice with this SMG. It just depends on if you want that additional first shot as well. Now, for the barrel, we are going to be running the reinforced barrel for that bullet velocity as well as damage range, so we can outgun a lot of assault rifle players. For the underbarrel, the Ranger foregrip is going to be great. For the magazine, we are going to run extended mag 1, giving us a healthy 40 rounds. We do not want to slow down the ADS or the handling with this submachine gun AR hybrid. Yes, I did call it an AR hybrid because it literally feels like an AR hybrid. For the rear grip, we are going to be rolling with the ergonomic grip like we do on all submachine gun loadouts. For the stock, we're going to be running the balance stock, which is ridiculously broken on the JACKAL PDW, giving us improved aim walking movement speed, hip fire movement speed, and strafing movement speed. Ridiculous, it does all of that. For the laser, the target laser is going to be a great choice. You can run it on a submachine gun, why not? And then finally, for the fire mods, we are going to run recoil springs to make this weapon a lot easier to control. Overall, a fantastic loadout that you cannot go wrong with. The JACKAL PDW is going to be one of those submachine guns that has a fast sprint out, ADS, aim, walking movement speed, as well as controllable recoil and crazy high damage. Even though this weapon did receive a nerf, it's just not, it's not even like really noticeable. I don't really know what they were thinking when they did nerf this weapon. In my personal opinion, the JACKAL PDW is incredibly overpowered, and it definitely should get another rebalance. But Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think. Now, just for the 5 attachment setup, we are going to be going ahead and removing the extended mag 1. We're going to remove the target laser as well as the recoil springs. We're going to keep that balance stock at our disposal because that is what's going to make the submachine gun nasty, especially if you're trying to run and gun. As you guys can see here, we are going to have a really aggressive submachine gun that's going to have fantastic handling and solid recoil control as well. This is exactly why I say the JACKAL PDW is a little bit overpowered, because it can literally do it all and it can outgun a lot of the assault rifles at the respective ranges. And finally, for class setup number 5, we're taking a look at the CYPHER 091, one of the better assault rifles in the entire game. For the optic, we are going to be rolling with the Kepler Microflex. For the muzzle, we're going to be rocking the compensator. For the barrel, we are going to be rolling with the reinforced barrel for that improved damage range as well as bullet velocity. For the underbarrel, I highly recommend putting on the vertical fork, because we're going to need that maximum horizontal recoil control. For the magazine, we are going to be running the extended mag 2 option here, giving us a very healthy 60 rounds. For the rear grip on all assault rifles, I highly recommend putting on the commando grip. For the stock, we are going to be using the infiltrator stock. And for the fire mod, surprisingly, we are going to be running the rapid fire to bump up that fire rate, giving us an even faster time to kill. This is going to be a great 8 attachment loadout, because as you can see in the firing range, the CYPHER 091 is going to be an assault rifle that does have a fast sprint out, ADS, aim walking movement speed, and we are going to have controllable recoil, even though we are using a rapid fire attachment. And the best part about it is we can still get those 3-shot kills to the head with this setup as well. So definitely go ahead and take a look at this assault rifle. Now, for just the 5 attachment loadout, what you are going to do is remove the extended mag 2, the infiltrator stock, as well as rapid fire. This is still going to be a fantastic AR, because we're going to have the capability of having still fast handling as well as controllable recoil. And the best part about it is, technically, we're going to have even better recoil control, and you can still get those 3-shot kills to the head. Overall, a fantastic weapon. I highly recommend going ahead and using. These are going to be the top 5 meta loadouts to use here in Black Ops 6 at the end of Season 3. These are going to be some setups you can check out right before Season 4 does release. Now, for the remainder of all of my loadouts, I always recommend running the Siren 9mm. This is going to be a great weapon to run just in case you run out of ammo. You can always fall back on it. I don't know why it's not going ahead and loading up, but we are going to be running the knife. We have on the stim shot, the blast trap, the assault pack, and for the perks, we are using flak jacket, dispatcher, bankroll on every single loadout. And obviously, we're going to be utilizing gunfighter if you are running more than 5 attachments on a setup. Now, if you do not want to run gunfighter, you can put on perk greed, which is going to be a great choice, and there are a number of perks you can choose from. Slipstream is nice, Hunter's Instinct is nice, but I do recommend going ahead and putting on Shadow, just so you can go ahead and run over all of the blast traps as well as the proximity mines. This is also going to give you access to the strategist combat specialty, which is going to be giving you additional score when playing the objective, which means more streaks, more kills, and potentially a nuke. So definitely go ahead and check it out. But if you don't want to run additional perks, you can go ahead and run High Roller, which is what I would recommend going ahead and using, because you can run additional streaks. And for the streaks, I highly recommend putting on the UAV. I also recommend putting on the Watchdog Kilo, the War Machine with High Roller, as well as the Harp, because the War Machine is going to count toward the nuke, making things a lot easier. Now, if you guys tear it up with any of these loadouts, make sure to come back to this video and let me know your best gameplay, whether it be a high kill gameplay, a high KD gameplay, or maybe your first nuke. If you guys enjoyed, feel free, drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn those post notifications. It's been your boy Ears, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.